the big question that I'm often being asked by learning and development managers is, how do I ensure employees are getting development even when employees and managers are busy? And the problems that they're having are, it's hard to get heard above the noise, so they might communicate about courses and development resources, but employees and managers say, oh, I wasn't aware it was going on. Sometimes it's hard to get input from leaders on what development resources should cover, so they might say, we need communication skills training, but then getting time with them to really flesh out what that means is difficult, and so it's hard to then create resources that have then got leadership support. And in fact worse, that it means that you can then go all the way through the process, deliver it, and at the end of it, leaders say, oh, but it wasn't what we needed. I needed your input at the beginning. So that's an issue. We've also got the issue around commitment from managers and employees to actually attend is low, and part of that problem is that development falls down the priority list when something else comes up, whether it's a client meeting or whatever. So as a result, there's not that strong commitment, and it's easy to cancel. It's easy to just not turn up, and there's not like that strength of commitment. Partly that's caused by not having a clear benefit of what the development will bring. And evidence for that is when you find that ROI is being questioned. When someone's saying, okay, what's the return on investment of this? That suggests that your leaders aren't seeing the benefit that they're expecting. You're being clear that a particular course is expected to increase sales by 20%. Because if you're not, and you're just saying, oh, it's a client relationship course, you're not being clear on the benefit. So you need to be clear on the benefit. And this is actually one of the reasons that you end up with development falling down the priority list, because if employees aren't clear on the benefit, how can they defend their place? How can they say to a manager, I'm sorry, I know we've got that client meeting that's just come up, but I'm booked on this really important training course that's really going to help me increase my sales, a lot more than one client meeting will do. And so I'm sorry, any chance someone else can take it, or you go and I'll get on the next one or whatever. If they can't defend it in those terms, then it'll just fall down the priority list and they'll jump at the client meeting. Even if you are clear on the benefit, there can be a problem if your employees and managers aren't convinced of that the development resources will actually deliver that promised benefit. So if you're not showing track record of actually providing real benefit, or that you're just not providing evidence of that benefit that's been achieved, then as a result people are unlikely to give up time out of their busy schedules. You also have to be clear about why now, so that it isn't easy to just drop out, it isn't easy for it to fall down the priority list, and that people have a sense of urgency of why they want to be attending training and getting that development. So those are some of the biggest issues and reasons that getting employees to continue their development, even when the business, even when the managers, even when the employees are busy. Think about when we think about how to improve this area and improve training attendance, we have to think about how we address these issues. So I hope that's been useful, and catch me on the next video to delve into some of these details and about how we actually might tackle these.